Bounces off the far boards. Behind the net goes Thiel. Tries to center it in front. It's cleared by Madison over to the near boards. Madison trying to move it out. Dubuque keeps it in. That's Bryant keeping it in over to the far boards. And it clears. It comes out. Bryant back to pick it up. Wants to bring it back into the zone. Saints want to keep the pressure on real quick. They got out of their zone early on and are keeping it into Madison. Picked up by Dan Granato of Madison. Kept in by the Saints. Evans with a little shot. Thiel tries to center it. It comes back to the point. Semenak drops it in. Thiel centers it. Can't get the handle there. That must be Cabot trying to get a shot off. Had trouble. Madison wanting to clear the zone now, and they do. Comes out all the way down to Cortez. He drops it off. Changing on the fly. He drops it off to Semenak, who headmans the puck down into the Madison zone. Yeah, we've got a whistle and play will be stopped. We want to remind you that Thompson TV rent to own and get it today at Thompson. The hardest part of doing this play-by-play is keeping up with the numbers, especially of a visiting team that I don't know all the numbers, and especially when they don't have numbers on the front of their jerseys. You can't see them all that well.
That was a good shift by Dubuque's first line. They really got out there and put the pressure on.
Puck is in the Dubuque zone now, behind the net, wanting to clear. On the left wing, moves the pass to the right wing to Cord Cernich, bringing it down into the corner, centers it. A shot by Higgins is wide. There's a drive from the left point. Off the pipe, it sounded like. Puck on the far boards. Higgins over there. Gets control of it, loses it to a Madison player now. And he wants to tie him up against the boards, get a face-off down there. The puck comes clear. Madison picks it up. It clears the zone. Pass on the right wing on the far side into the Dubuque zone where it's broken up, taken away by Dubuque. Back on the near boards and back into the Dubuque zone. They clear it out to center ice now. Madison picks up the puck. Brings it back to their own blue line. Drops the puck back to Rob Andringa. Rob Andringa is supposed to be a player we're supposed to watch tonight, Jeff.
Yeah, he just got done with football and he's ready to play hockey now.
Ready to play hockey, yes.
So one of them young high school kids in there.
A man of all seasons. Dubuque with the puck. They will clear. Cody on the right wing. Moves it ahead to Brian Kraft. Down behind the Madison net. Out in front. Got a chance. Got a chance. Oh, broken up there. That was Gary Dixon.
There's going to be a tripping. No, they didn't call it.
Dixon couldn't get his stick on it, but there is a shot by the Saints.
Let that one go. There's a little action out there now. Here we go. It looks like Kevin Westman of Madison, and did you catch that other guy, Chuck?
No, I didn't see who that was. Madison and Dubuque do like to mix it up. You know, they've played each other a lot already this season.
I've heard they've played, well, it seemed like 9 times before this.
It sure does. To them, it probably seems like 50. Of course, both coaches, former Madison players, too, with under Bob Johnson over the years. Face off to the left of the Madison goaltender. Oh, puck got away from Gary Dixon. Goes all the way back to the Saints blue line. Picked up by Madison now. Into the Dubuque zone.
You can tell they don't like each other, Chuck. They're starting to mix it up a little bit.
They're popping good down there, they are.
Sticks are getting a little hot.
17 minutes left in the first period. There's a drive and a save.
Oh, rebound.
That was Eric Matheson with a nice drive. The rebound came out but was covered up. Now we got a little more action going down there between Eric Matheson.
Matheson was the one who got in with it with Westman, so look at that for the rest of the night.
That's right.
Westman and Matheson going at it.
So we'll have a face-off to the left of Heck, the Madison goaltender. Not Heck, that's Beckman, beg your pardon. No score in the game yet. 16:57 left in the first period here. Mark Ostapina would like to win this one. Chartrand moves the puck behind the Saints net, the Madison net. Coming out, moving up the left wing now is Madison player. Over to center. Moving across the blue line, down into the near corner. Semenak picks it up. Steve Chartrand trying to get control of the puck. And Rich Bryant down there. Madison with a drive. It's over the back of the Saints net.
Ooh,
that was a close call. And the puck is cleared out of the Dubuque zone. Back to the Madison blue line.
The break.
Oh, now there's a bit of a hooking there.
Should have called that.
No call.
Lately in the game of hockey, they just don't want to call those close calls.
They want to let them play, I guess, Jeff.
Yeah, they just let them play.
Bryant with a drive. It's and the save by Beckman.
There he goes. Nice pass.
Back over to Bryant. Backhand shot.
Oh,
Ooh, that
real
almost
close.
got away. Good shot. Good
Just
backhand.
keeping those deep on that. A play like that, keeping them in the corner and not throwing them back out to the point sometime can save you, because if the puck just bounces one time over a guy's stick or something, the other team is gone. And there, if they would have went back to the point to Bryant, and if Bryant, well, let's not say he's going to make any mistake, but if the puck should happen to get by him, that's why it was a good play by the left winger in there, or the right winger, to keep the puck in the corner and take the whistle.
Face-off again to the left of Scott Beckman, the Madison goaltender. George Thiel to take the face-off. Mike Wannick doesn't like the way they're lined up, and he blows the whistle. Thiel takes the draw.
This is Dubuque's hot line here, Chuck.
Yes, it is. They've done a lot of scoring. They've got 2 of the top 10 scorers in the league, Jeff.
Yeah.
George Thiel and Kurt Cabot both have put a few of them in that net this year. There's Cabot with the puck now. He gives it back to Jim Camarata, excellent defenseman for the
I'm
Fighting
impressed
Saints.
with Dubuque's speed. They're really hustling.
They're quick. Madison with the puck, trying to headman it now on the nearest board.
Here's the break.
Comes
There's
back.
the last one
Thiel
back. They have a
takes it away.
2-on-1. Nice pass. Oh!
He couldn't get it underneath him. Who was it? Who took that,
That was
shot? That was
Cabot.
Kurt Cabot
That was
taking
Cabot.
the shot.
Beautiful 2-on-1.
Puck on the near boards now. That's Cabot. Picks it up. There's a shot. Thiel trying to put it in.
Oh!
Evans after it, and the puck is cleared out of the Madison
That'll
zone.
be an icing
call. That'll be an icing call. 15:04 to play yet.
Another
in the,
nice
first
shift
period.
by Cabot, Thiel, and Evans. You get 3 guys who work good together like that. They just go out there and start mixing it up, and pretty soon things start happening, and that'll catch fire with the rest of the team.
They are definitely getting the job done tonight.
I look for Madison to get a little bit more aggressive, because right now I think Dubuque's taking it to him a little.
Madison needs to. I don't think they actually have a shot on goal yet. They had the one shot that went over the Dubuque net. I don't think they've actually had a shot on goal yet.
They only have one.
They have one. Okay.
Pretty accurate there. Dubuque, on the other hand, already has 7, and many of them good scoring opportunities.
Gerald Higgins to take the face-off. The puck comes back to Bill Cody with a little backhand shot in, and the save was made by Beckman.
Oh, there it is.
There's a...
They got to
Higgins
shoot those
tried to
little,
center it, and there
little
was nobody
quicker.
there.
There they go.
Tim Breslin.
They're really taking it to him
Saved
here.
by Beckman. The pressure is definitely on the Madison goaltender.
It's like a bubble. You just keep working at it, and pretty soon it's going to burst, and Dubuque should get a couple goals out of this.
What is the problem here with Madison, that they have no offense and can't keep the puck on their stick at all? They're just...
A lot of times, Chuck, when you come into somebody else's building, and if you can't get going right away, the longer the game goes, the better it is for Madison without Dubuque scoring, because then Dubuque can get frustrated, and all Madison has to do is get one quick goal. But on the other hand, like I said, it's just a bubble, and Dubuque's just waiting for it to break so they can get a couple, because they deserve them right now.
They sure do. Puck back into the Madison zone. That's Tim Breslin. Bill Cody gives it to Breslin, tries to come back to Cody. Cody looking for someone to go to. Backhands it. That's Higgins picking up the puck. Goes to the center, nobody home. Saints still managing to keep it in. Finally, Madison clears the puck down into the Saints zone. Mark Nason chasing it down in the corner. That's Eric Lynn with the puck now. Madison picks it up. Cortez wants to cover it up.
Great play by Cortez, Chuck. See, things got a little sloppy. He covers it up. Now that gives Dubuque a chance to regroup and not let Madison get anything going. They win the face-off. They get it out of their end. Then they're going to be set.
It looked at first like Timmy was just going to clear it off to the side, and then he decided a few too many people around there.
I always say the best thing for a goalie to do, even when it's nonchalantly, is just cover that puck up. Don't go shooting it up the boards or try to make any pass plays.
No score here yet in this game.
Here we go.
Dubuque has scored 66 goals to Madison's 59, so you can see they're both high-scoring teams, Jeff, are close in the amount of goals they score, and Madison hasn't really given up that many more goals than the Saints have either, so they're actually pretty equal teams.
That's probably a little reflection on Coach Suter, because playing defense, as he was growing up, he probably liked to play it a little tighter.
I would imagine.
Win those 1 or 2 goal games.
Down in the Dubuque zone, Semenak behind the net. On the far boards, a pass out to center on the left wing. That's Eric Matheson.
Dubuque's
down
going to
into the
dump
right
and
corner,
chase
the
and
near
use their
corner.
speed now.
Brian Kraft. He's centering.
Oh, there it is. Oh.
And it's
Nice.
covered up by Beckman.
Beautiful try by Kraft. He was right there on the doorstep. The puck bounced out, and he almost had her.
Well, looks like they might want to have a little action down there again. Again, we remind you of Thompson TV. Rent to own and get it today at Thompson's. The next live Dubuque Fighting Saints cablecast will be on Friday, December 13th. Watch as the Saints take on Des Moines. That's Friday, December 13th. All right. Face-off on the near side. It's Phil Doyle at center. Chartrand on the right wing. The puck comes off to Chartrand, but he can't pick it up. Madison has it at center. They dump it in on the near boards, trying to pick it up. Back out to the point. There's a drive.
Oh, nice tip.
Cortez covers it up.
Beautiful tip by Mather.
He almost got that one going the other way past Timmy, but he just didn't get quite enough on it.
Sometimes if you can just knock them and just change the direction of them a little, it'll change the goalie's where he's already set up to block it from the point. If they can change the direction of them, I've seen a lot of those go in like that.
13-12 left in the first period with the 5-flag center.
Dubuque's got, I think it's their third or fourth line out there right now, and Madison's trying to mismatch and get their top dogs out there. So,
but it's not working.
No,
Puck
it's
back
not.
down into the
Dubuque is
Madison
just
zone.
hustling tonight. They're really wound up.
And little number 11, Phil Doyle. He's the fourth line center, but he plays tough. He likes to go. And Steve Chartrand, a veteran from last year, who was a fourth liner last year, didn't play a whole lot. Steve's a very intelligent young man, a great student at school. He's a freshman at Loras College now this year. Now the first line coming back out: Thiel, Cabot, and Evans. On defense, we've got Mark Nason and Eric Lynn for the Dubuque Fighting Saints. Nason was with the Saints last year, Jeff.
Here's Dubuque's chance now, because they're playing against their second line, and they got their top guys out there now. I think Dubuque's going to get one here.
Centering pass gets away from Thiel, goes all the way
That'll
down
be a
into the
nice
Madison
shot.
zone. We've got an icing call, most likely. No,
Oh,
they waved it off.
That's good.
Waved it off. Kept in. Nason tries to take a shot. It's backhanded by Evans. Didn't get anywhere. Madison clears it out. Center ice. On the right wing now, Cabot. He's dumped. Puck comes back out to center ice. Into the neutral zone. Dumped in softly into the Madison zone, where Beckman stops the puck. Behind the net.
That was kind of a mistake on the goalie's part, because that would have been an icing on Dubuque. And now Dubuque's got the pressure on, and it could have costed him.
However, Madison comes out of it all right on the right wing, far side, pass across, and Madison was offsides. 11:55 left to play in the first period here. Still no score. Just, would you say each team is playing a little tentative? There was that flurry for a couple of minutes where Dubuque was really keeping the pressure on down there.
It always takes the away team to get into somebody else's building, and a lot of times it'll take a good 5, 6, 7 minutes to get into the game, actually get their heads into the game. So Dubuque really didn't take advantage of that. Madison should come charging back here.
Yeah, because Madison was definitely flat there early on. But their goaltender wasn't.
No,
Beckman
he was hot.
Beckman did
played
the job.
A strong game so far.
There's another save by Beckman as he
Good
covers
play.
up right in
Sticks
front
are
of the
getting
net.
a little high. Now, see, I disagree with that, Chuck. Right there, even though the Dubuque player was the one who did it, getting his sticks up like that in another guy's face, that starts it. And if he doesn't get control of the game and start calling, we're going to have a rough one here tonight.
It would appear that the way Madison's playing defense, the Saints can't afford to have a player in the penalty box either. Madison might give Madison that chance to score. Cody with a backhand shot, steered wide by Beckman.
There it is.
On the point, over to the right point now to Rich Bryant.
Oh, there's the tip. Take your time.
That's Higgins to Cody. Out on the point.
Nice play by Cody to keep it in.
Higgins chasing it around on the far side. Breslin coming in. And they're tying it up in the corner. And a whistle. We'll have a face-off on the far side. Tomorrow, the Fighting Saints will be on the road at Mason City. And that is another team that has often given the Saints trouble over the years, over the last 2 years. Mason City, or North Iowa, as they like to call, are 6-9 on the season. Madison will be at Rochester, or not tomorrow night. It's tomorrow night, the 23rd.
See, my old team's right back up there. They used to be cellar dwellers, the Waterloo Blackhawks, and now I've heard they've got a new coach over there, and things are starting to happen in Waterloo.
Waterloo just behind, well, a full game behind the Fighting Saints, but they are in 5th place. Saints in 4th. Eric Matheson to take the face-off for the Dubuque Fighting Saints. And Madison comes up with a draw, bringing it behind the net.
Dubuque's doing some strong forechecking tonight.
They're working hard at keeping the puck in the zone, but just as we say that, Madison clears. Goes the length of the ice. Cortez slows it up, gives it to Camarada behind the net. He'll bring it out on the far side. Pass ahead. 2-on-2. Tries to get it to Matheson. Broken up by Madison. Back into the Dubuque zone. Camarada picks it up again. He'll give it ahead to Matheson. Madison takes it away again. There's a shot. No offsides. Cortez with the save. On the near boards, in the corner, and back around to the far boards in the far corner where a Madison player misses it, but the defenseman keeps it in. Behind the net, almost a trip. Matheson clears it out. Looks like they just want a line change.
That was a good play by Matheson.
And they waved off the icing. They didn't call icing.
Oh, they got it. They got it.
They did. Okay.
Al Stoltz just called for the last minute. I think the fans called that one.
I think so too. That one had to be icing for sure. No doubt about that. I want to remind you that coming up on December 2nd will be the premiere of the Great Dubuque Bowl-Off. That's Bowl-Off number 4 every night through February on Group W Cable Channel 10 at 6:30 p.m. Face-off in the Dubuque zone on the near side for the Madison. That's Jared Wetters taking the face-off. Dubuque will control. They will clear. It's out to center ice. On the right wing, Jorg Thiel moving it down in with Evans trailing, but Madison breaks it up and clears it out. Mark Nason will take it at their Dubuque blue line and dump it into the Madison goal. They're still playing dump and run and going after it, aren't they, Jeff?
And there's going to be an elbow penalty on a Wisconsin player.
That's the first penalty of the game.
Excuse me, I said Wisconsin, I meant Madison.
Well, they're from Wisconsin.
Yeah. I just think of Badgers when they say Madison. It's number 12,
Paul Mather.
Paul Mather.
2 minutes for elbowing. So the Fighting Saints will go on the power play.
This should be a great opportunity. If Madison can score, they can change the momentum around. But Dubuque's got to get something going here.
Just exactly halfway through the first period. And an ideal, you know, with the pressure that the Saints have been keeping on Madison, they should be able to do it now.
Yep.
First line is out. Thiel with the face-off. Puck is kept in. A weak shot. Beckman makes the save. Puck comes around to the near boards. Kept in by Camarada. He'll move it across to the left wing. Back out to Cord Cernich. Back over to the left wing. They're working the puck around. Back to Camarada. Off his stick, but he keeps control. Looking for a place. Back to Cord Cernich. Cernich is looking. He'll take a drive.
Yeah!
A goal!
There's a goal.
Must have been tipped by, was that Brian Kraft?
I don't think Kraft tipped it. We'll check it on the replay, but I don't think he tipped it.
Was the goaltender screened?
Well, it might have been. No, it might have tipped it. They're congratulating Cabot. I think he might have tipped it. But it was a beautiful screen by him anyway, so he really should get it.
Okay, we got the replay coming up now. Let's take a good look at it.
There's Cernich on the point. He let it go. Yeah, that was. Cabot tipped that. Oh.
Yeah, they give the goal to Cord Cernich. Okay.
I thought he got in there. Well, he does deserve a lot of credit on that goal because he got right in front of the goalie, and the goalie really couldn't see.
Jimmy
Beckman
Camarada
can't
with
see
an
when
assist.
somebody's has their body in your face, and that's the idea of the forward on a power play, to get in there, mix it up, and that's why the defenseman can shoot like that.
There was another almost goal from Phil Doyle there. Madison now with the puck as they take it into the Dubuque zone. Fighting Saints with a 1-0 advantage now here, a little over midway through the first period. 9 minutes exactly left in the period.
Madison's in trouble. They got to get something going here.
That's Rich Bryant. He tries to center across. Nobody on the left wing. Greg Arndt will pick it up. There's a drive. And the puck comes up off the screen behind the glass. And we'll have a face-off.
Now that was a great play by Cabot there to get his body in front of the goalie. And what you're looking for is just to cut the goalie's vision down as much as possible. You can get that long shot out from the blue line, and usually they'll go in just because the goalie can't see him. It doesn't have to be a real high or hard shot. All it has to do is be on the ice and be accurate.
In fact, that shot was low and on the ice, too.
That's just how you draw them up, Chuck.
Okay, and we'll try this face-off over again. Jerry Higgins will take the face-off. Bill Cody on the right wing.
I still look for a tight game, Chuck. Even though Dubuque's really dominating right now, I just think that Suter's... There it is!
Well,
beautiful pass play.
Don't speak too soon there.
That was a nice play by Higgins. He kept going around the net, and everybody in the rink thought he was going there except for
Breslin.
Breslin was just waiting. He knew he was going to throw it back.
Okay, here's the replay.
Right off the draw. Okay, here goes Higgins. There, do you see him bring everybody over? They were all looking that other way, and he just threw it back the other way to Breslin, and Breslin just found the upper corner. Here we go, Dubuque, 2-0. Madison's got to get going here. Madison's in trouble now.
Breslin from Higgins and Aaron. They give Greg Aaron an assist on that, too. So quickly, 2 goals have scored. And the fans are starting to get on Beckman, the Madison goaltender here. There's a shot and a save. Shot by Brian Kraft. And Beckman covers up. We'll face off on the near side here.
Madison has to get on the scoreboard before the period's over because, especially in the USHL, there's a lot of goals scored, but the more you're down, the harder it is to come back. Then you have to start gambling, taking chances, and when you usually start to do that, that's when you can get blown out.
I think Coach Ostapina stresses good defense, too, so if the Saints get a couple of goals ahead, they'll take it a little easy and just
Cortez looks
Madison
like he's
down.
ready to me.
He's got things well in hand. He hasn't not been severely tested yet tonight, but he hasn't had any problems making the saves that he
You
had.
can tell I'm looking down there every once in a while to see what he's doing. He's into everywhere the puck's going, and that's a sign of a good goaltender, somebody who follows the puck even when the puck's in the other end.
Well, you have to do that when you're not making many saves, otherwise you'll fall asleep down there.
Good point, Chuck.
Madison will take it into the Dubuque zone, just barely. Now the puck comes out. They'll have to clear. And they try to dump it back in. Dubuque picks it up. That's Eric Matheson. Back out to center ice. Back into the Dubuque zone. On the far boards.
Dubuque should go for line change now. They're kind of standing around.
There we go. We're changing now. Puck at center ice on the near side. Into the Dubuque zone.
Well, I look for Madison to try dumping and chasing a little bit more because they're not doing anything carrying the puck. They've tried to carry it in 4 or 5 times, and Dubuque has got 3 men back, and they're not getting anywhere. Best thing for Madison to do right now is to dump the puck in, send a forechecker in, send somebody to back him up, and hopefully take the momentum away from Dubuque because they're really going right now.
Face-off just outside the blue line as Madison was offsides. George Thiel wins the draw, but loses the puck. Madison picks it up and drops it into the Dubuque zone. Behind the net is Dubuque. They want to bring it out. Cabot on the left wing. Across.
Nice pass.
Nice pass ahead. Evans is ahead. Oh, and that's it.
On the rebound.
Evans made a drive that Beckman stopped, but the puck trickled underneath his legs, and Evans kept on going.
That's just extra effort, Chuck.
Yeah, Evans didn't even...
A lot of guys will peel off on that after they miss it.
Watch it right now on the replay.
Nice pass. That was a beautiful pass. We got to get the person who threw that up there because that was a picture-perfect pass.
That was Cabot.
Cabot sent him. But you got to give Evans a lot of credit because a lot of players, after they shoot and the goalie stops them, will take a peel off left or right. This time he just followed it. Hopefully it'll pop loose, and there it is.
I thought for a second Evans was going to go right through the Madison net there for a minute.
He hung in there. He deserved. Oh, and he almost got another one on a tip. Cabot took a shot, and Evans tipped it, and it almost got in again. Madison's in big trouble, and I can see why the Dubuque people are getting on him.
Only 1 penalty in the period so far, that a holding penalty to Madison. And the Saints quickly now, in the last 3 minutes, are up 3 goals to none for Madison. Puck is on the near boards into the Dubuque zone. Camerata attempts to clear. Puck comes all the way out to center ice and right back into the Dubuque zone. Dubuque will clear into the Madison zone. Evans trying to chase it down into the corner.
Yeah, they caught it.
And we have icing. 6:18 left in the first period here from the Dubuque Five Flag Center. The first of 4 games that will be broadcast live on Group W cable this year. Well, the Hawkeyes have a big game tomorrow. Chance to go to the Rose Bowl.
They're going up against Minnesota, Chuck, and I'm from Minnesota. But I'll tell you what, my daughter's born in Iowa. My wife's from Iowa. I got to go for Iowa.
But Minnesota beat Iowa last year, which kept them out of the Rose Bowl.
That's true, but I don't think they can do it in Iowa.
You'll be able to hear that game on WDBQ starting at 11 a.m. tomorrow. All right, Dubuque clearing their zone. Onto the left wing. Drive to Beckman. He'll cover and clear behind the net.
Beckman's got to be a tired goalie. He's had a lot of shots here.
He's going to wear out in a hurry, that's for sure.
He's had 16 shots at him.
There's a drive blocked by Seminac. Puck is on the near boards. Picked up by Chartrand. Pass over to left wing to Arend.
Oh, that was kind of bad.
Arend is
I don't blame
taken down. And, oh, now we got something going. The ref is watching that one close. In fact, he's right there. So
I can't believe he didn't call any of that.
No penalties at all.
Now he's throwing both of them. That was a bad call by the referee right there. Ostapina, first of all, he came in and hit him with his skates in the side. Then they got up, and who's the Dubuque player, Chuck? I didn't catch the number. I'm sorry.
I didn't either, to be honest. Must be Greg Arend, yes,
Greg
number
Arend.
23.
Well, Greg Arend got up, and they kind of started fooling around a little. And then Ostapina came back with a big hook. And that's the kind of stuff that'll really get out of hand. I think a little bit of it's frustration on Madison's part, because they really haven't been in this one. They want to get out of here after these 5:27 and go regroup.
Face-off just outside the Dubuque zone. Cody picks it up. He gives it ahead to Eric Lynn. Lynn dumps it into the left corner. Nobody's really going after it. It was offsides, okay?
4-on-4, Chuck, that gives both teams a lot of ice right now. You want to put your skaters out there and let them go crazy. Because this is when a skater really likes to play right now.
The Saints are using Nason and Lynn on defense. Cody will take the face-off, and Cody, of course, is very fast.
Yep. Cody's been here for 3 years now.
Also, Timmy Breslin is out there. Timmy, one of the rookies this year. His older brother played with Dubuque for a while. They dump it down into the Dubuque zone. Behind the net, Lynn will pick it up, feed it on the left wing to Breslin. Clear across ice, right wing pass to Cody. Cody tries to cut through, and he leaves it back for
Breslin looking for a second
nice
goal
shot, a little high, though.
There goes Cody. He's got the
Cody's looking.
Man out there.
Loses the puck, picks it up again. Held up against the boards, trying to clear.
Nice work by Cody. Nice work by Cody.
He's working tough.
Well, Dubuque's taking it to him right here.
Breslin again with a shot. It's wide.
Breslin's going to go change up.
Madison finally picks it up. Now
no,
Breslin decides he better stay. Can't leave yet, folks.
Now he can go. He's gone now.
Cortez with a save. Brian Kraft is on the ice in place of Breslin now. Kraft with a puck into the Madison zone. Eric Matheson with a shot. It's wide. Onto the near boards, picked up by Madison. They want to clear the zone. Long right wing pass.
Dubuque's got to play
picks
smart
it back
here,
up.
Chuck.
Jimmy Camerata.
You got to make sure they keep two men back and stay behind the Wisconsin forwards.
Just over 30 seconds left in the penalty. 4-on-4. Madison at center ice now. That's Kurt Gantz into the Dubuque zone. Picked up by Jared Redders. Tied up over there by Brian Kraft. Puck is free. Out to the point. There's a drive. Wide to the left. And out of play.
That was a good play by Cortez there. He deflected that puck up and over the plexiglass. A lot of times people think that just happens, but goalies know how to do that. They can actually deflect a puck up and over the thing.
That went so fast that I didn't even see his stick hit it at all there. You must have been watching the monitor. We're too far up from up here. You know, I'll tell you what, Jeff, this is a whole different perspective watching a game from way up here in the booth and from where I usually stand down there.
It sure is, Chuck. It sure is. You get a lot better picture from up here. You get to see things happen.
You sure do. Where I usually work down there is the worst seat in the house, is the PA announcer.
Yeah, it really is.
Both teams are at full strength now, back to 5-on-5 hockey.
Let's look for Dubuque just to try to get out of this period.
Out to Evans on the right wing. He'll clear.
With a good lead.
Just over 3 minutes left in the first period. Evans picks it up again.
Evans
Wants to get a
playing a
shot off.
strong
He's
game.
trying, but he's being tied up
Oh, yeah, he's
considerably.
working
He
hard
really
in
was.
there.
Look at
There
him.
you go.
And he
That's another one
scores.
for Evans. Nice play by Evans. You got to give him all the credit on that. He hustled for the puck. He got away from 2 players, got a shot, and it trickled in again.
Here's the replay.
Here we go. Look at, he's working in there with them, gets away from one guy, puck goes behind, and he just tipped it again. Almost identical of how he got that last goal in.
He got it through the goaltender first, and then he just kept after it and drove it in. And he was held up considerably out here as he was trying to go in.
That's what you just call one of them hard-nosed hockey players who goes out there and you can't bring him down. You got to tackle him if you want to stop him. And that's only in football, right, Chuck?
That's right.
That's tomorrow, right? The Iowa-Minnesota game.
Well, if Iowa wins, they go to the Rose Bowl. If they lose, they go to the Cotton Bowl. So either way, they win. But I don't think they want to go to the Cotton Bowl, really. I think they want that Rose Bowl. Into the Madison zone and offsides. You can join Channel 10 for live college basketball on November 26th. The University of Dubuque will be taking on Coe College. Tip-off at 7:30 p.m. That's round ball action on the 26th this month. Far side, Madison zone, picked up by John Corbett.
That was a nice play by...
On the left wing, pass ahead.
By Butcher.
Madison can't hold on to it. And it's dumped back into the Madison zone. Beckman behind the net. Corbett again will pick it up.
Great job of forecheck.
Yes, they are. They're keeping the puck in. There was a shot by Semenak. Semenak with the puck again as he comes in from the defensive position behind the net. Picked up by Madison. They're trying to clear. That's Bryant with a shot. Kicked wide by Beckman. Cabot down into the corner.
Still playing football, Chuck. I seen him grabbing a couple guys tonight.
There's a drive and a save by Beckman. 2:03 left in the period.
Beckman's already got 19 shots on goal. That guy's got to be tired.
He's doing a good job, though. He's had to make some tough saves.
He sure is. He's kept them in it. It could be worse.
Whereas the saves that Tim Cortez has made have not been all that tough, Beckman has made some tough saves.
Cortez has 5 saves right now, Chuck, and he's got to do everything he can just to keep in the game. I remember when I played, Mark Jaskin was there, and we used to do these every once in a while, especially in our building. He had a little trouble concentrating on a full 60 minutes, and that's would lose him a couple shutouts a year. But he played real well for us that year.
Behind the Madison net, over to the far corner. Madison trying to clear. They do. Out to center ice. Puck bouncing all over the place. Madison again at center ice, trying to move it ahead. That'll be picked up by Madison, number 11. Wants to get a shot off, tries to center it to Kirk Smith. Couldn't come up with it.
Oh, he almost got in there. Doyle's playing a real strong game tonight.
Yes, he is.
He's a little hustler.
Doyle with a puck there, dumps it down in the right corner. Steve Chartrand going down after it, but it's picked up by Madison. Over to the far corner. On the right wing there now is number 8, Greg Campagnolio.
Doyle's kept it in there. Nice play by Doyle.
Doyle again keeps it in, and he leaves the ice now as they change. Puck out to center ice, picked up by Dubuque. Dumps down into the corner. Behind the net, Beckman stops, holds it up for his player. Number 19, Dale Ryan. Just a minute left in the period now. On the near boards, down in the corner, they want to hold it, and we'll have a face-off there. Well, I don't think we really thought we'd see a 4-0 lead at this point of the game yet.
No, we did.
Although we should have known that with the pressure that Dubuque kept on the Madison team.
That bubble, Chuck, I told you. Once they start coming in, then it starts raining goals.
That's right.
And that's good if you're the offensive team, but if you're in Madison's position, you really don't like to see it.
And it's...
But Dubuque deserves every goal they've had tonight. They really have out-hustled Madison all over the ice.
Especially those 2 goals by Ron Evans.
Yep. Evans has had a strong first period.
Puck is out to center ice, a right wing pass. Madison into the Dubuque zone. Coming around, wanting to take a shot, wanting to center it. Madison player slid into the goaltender. We're going to have an interference call against Dubuque, what it looks like.
It's number 18? No.
Yes,
18.
Jimmy Camerata will get a 2-minute for interference. And that'll carry over into the next period as there's just 20 seconds left in this period of hockey. Dubuque enjoying a 4-0 lead.
Chuck Evans is 6th on the team in scoring right now with 11 points, but those 2 points right now ties him with Cody for 4th. So I look for him to move up the charts. He's really worked well with the other 2 players, Cabot and Theo.
Faceoff will be in the Dubuque zone on the far side. It's Brian Kraft on the faceoff. Puck behind the Dubuque net. Dubuque wanting to clear. Don't want to give Madison any kind of a good shot now, and they do. Dump it down into the Madison zone. And Kraft is really hustling down there to try and get that puck, and boy, does he give the Madison player a hit. In fact, it was 21 hitting 21. And there we have the end of the first period. What would you say was the key to this? Obviously, Dubuque just keeping the pressure on. They just does Madison not have any good defense, or were they just taken by surprise?
So like I said, Chuck, it's all momentum, and right away Dubuque had it the full time, and it's like a bubble. You just keep working and working hard like that. If the other team can hold it on and get out of that period, then they can go and regroup and come back out a different team. In fact, that's what we got to look for tonight. Madison getting kind of chewed out by Suter, I expect, and we'll be back a totally different team. The hard thing for Dubuque right now is they did play a great first period, probably one of the best they've played all year. But they have to be very aware that Madison is capable of coming back, and they have to just play very strong defensively and keep their heads in. Once you get 4 goals ahead, it's easy to lay back, and all of a sudden I've been involved in games where we've had 5-goal leads, and we've gone into a couple double overtimes because of it. That other team just starts creeping up on you, and you start playing bad because you relax, and the other team gets the momentum. So this next goal here, next period, is probably the key goal of the game.
Okay, at the end of the first period, then, it's Dubuque 4 and Madison nothing, and we'll be back.
Before you buy insurance, you should examine the evidence. An agent who works for one company can only offer you the policies his company sells. But an independent agent represents several companies. He can help you select the right coverage at the right price because he has more policies to choose from. A one-company agent or an independent agent? The evidence is clear.
For more evidence, contact one of the local independent insurance agents here in Dubuque.
Okay, back at the Five Flag Center live. I am Chuck Bailey along with Jeff Reagan. Jeff, one of the original Dubuque Fighting Saints from the very first year. Does that seem like a long time ago to you now, Jeff?
Seems like an eternity, Chuck. But I still wish I could go out there and play with these guys. It looks like they're having a good time.
But you have to go back to Texas. And but speaking of going out there playing, you have kind of been. You've been helping the Dubuque Optimist high school team in their early days.
I'm presently in the United States Army, and I'm on leave right now, and I'm home visiting. My wife is from Dubuque, and we're staying at her parents and stuff. And
how does the high school team look?
They look really good. I've been skating with them. That's how I've been getting my ice time, because Jack Barzee, as everyone knows, left, and I used to know Jack still, and still kept in contact with him. And when he was in town, I would be able to skate with the Saints if I wanted to. And now, since he's gone, I use the next best thing, is Dubuque High School team, and they're looking good this year. They really are. They've come a long way. Dubuque hockey has really come a long way.
This will be the 4th year for the high school team, and they've never had what you call a successful year yet. We have never won more than we've lost, although last year they did win several games that people thought they would not win. So they are definitely improving. And
they're coming out. The whole Dubuque program has really come a long way, Chuck.
Got some good people coaching, good people helping, you know, Jeff, which makes a big difference.
That's all it takes, is a lot of time and a lot of hard work and ice time. And, I was talking to Bob Drury, who's in charge of Five Flag Center, the ice and stuff, and I was giving him a pat on the back because when I was first here, you know, it's something new to Dubuque, and it really caught on fire. And now you know, he's really got to look at it business where people have to put their money in certain areas and stuff,
Right.
and you have to be a good businessman to keep an ice rink going. And he's been doing a good job. So I just told him, I said, just keep up the good work, and
You bet.
Dubuque hockey's going, and we're all set.
Okay, we're about ready to get underway with period number 2 here, Jeff. The Dubuque Fighting Saints with a commanding 4-0 lead at this point, and we're ready to play hockey. They've changed ends. The Saints are now going from our right to our left.
Dubuque is shorthanded, Chuck. We got a last minute, well, with about 10 seconds left, Camarada went into the penalty box for interference. So here's Madison's chance to get back on the board.
And Madison tries to take a drive, and it's blocked by Semenak, who loses a glove, but still manages to get the puck. So the Saints come right back out, fired up, playing hard, just like they did to begin with, Jeff.
That's what
And
they
they're
got
gonna
to
clear
do.
the zone, and they do it easy. He just blew the puck past the Madison defenseman there. It would go all the way down, no icing called, which wouldn't be, of course, being as the Saints are shorthanded. There is just over a minute left in the penalty to Jim Camarada. The Saints, shorthanded, even bring the puck back, or I beg your pardon, Madison brought the puck into the Dubuque zone. Madison on the power play, out to the left point, looking for a shot. There's a drive and a save by Cortez. A good save.
Somebody was out
hard
front,
drive.
ready to tip. And the puck just bounced over there. Nice
Another
play by
drive,
Cortez.
and the puck, the net comes off the pipe.
That should be
So that's
inside
gonna be
the
a
zone,
whistle.
Chuck. That'll be inside the zone because the Dubuque player knocked the Madison player into the net, knocked it off the pipes. So it'll stay inside.
Okay. Those last 2 drives, if you've noticed, were by Rob Andringa, the young gentleman we were
There
told
we
to
go,
watch.
Chuck. We knew he was coming.
He's got some hard shots there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Those were 2 real good drives.
But Timmy Cortez was up to the task. He made the save without too much of a problem at all. 47 seconds left in the penalty to Jim Camarada. And the puck will be to the left of Timmy Cortez here on the near boards to our right. Madison gets the draw. Back to Andringa at the point. He looks like he's going to drive again. And it's blocked out in front of Cortez. Back behind the net, up against the net. Scuffling for the puck behind the Dubuque net. It comes free to the left wing. Back to Andringa at the
Andringa's going to
point.
shoot again.
He does. I guess they told him.
Yep. Start firing the puck. That's
They
what
must have
Madison
told Rob,
uses,
don't
them
pass
shots.
it around, just shoot it, right?
And they've already got 3 shots on goal now.
You know, Jeff, what I've noticed is Andringa had the puck 4 times, and he shot 4 times. He did not pass once. He did not look for an opening at all, or an open man. He just drove.
The reason he can do that, Chuck, is because Madison is putting people in front of the net. And like I said on that goal that I thought Cabot tipped, I don't know what the
that
official...
Cernich scored?
That Cernich
Right.
scored. You got to get someone in front of the goalie and screen, and then them defensemen can shoot those shots. And usually, a lot of those times they'll go in. See, that's just
Now
what...
there's Jared Reddards is out at the
gonna
point,
just
and he
keep
took
firing.
a shot also. So if they get it out to
This
the...
next goal is big. Nice play by
Cortez lost that puck. Didn't know exactly where it was at first. He made the save, but he didn't know where the puck went. And Dubuque will clear the zone. It's out to center ice on the far boards. Madison looking around. They bring it back into the zone on the near boards.
Madison looks like a different team this period. I
Madison
think
is fired up. They're
Suter
keeping more
chewed them out
pressure.
between periods because they took a long time to get out of the locker room. Now it looks like they're really playing. It's an important game for both teams. Uh-oh.
There's a
There it
shot
was.
at goal. That looked like it would
I
be
saw that
number
one coming.
15, Dennis Snedden.
Dennis Ned, but it was the puck came around the boards and hit the back of the net. I think we'll see it on the replay. And that's where Cortez was looking for it to go around the net. See, there he's on the other side. Now it just gets popped out in front, and he was really out of position. That's why the puck, to follow the puck, is so important for a goaltender. When you lose sight of the puck, then the puck can come from anywhere, and that's just what happened. Now we got a different hockey game, Chuck.
It's 4-1. 18 minutes left in the second period. Just 2 minutes gone. It took Madison only 2 minutes to score their first goal. It took Dubuque 10 minutes in the first period to score their goal.
And now Madison's starting to play some hockey.
The puck remains in the Dubuque zone. Madison definitely is fired up on the near boards, but Dubuque will clear the zone. Center ice, that's Gerald Higgins. He'll take a shot. Beckman with a save, and he decides to cover up.
Nice play by Cody to get in there and force Beckman to take the whistle.
Both teams are at full strength now. Dubuque with a 4-1 lead, 17:35 left. I want to remind you to watch the Mark Ostapina show on Mondays and Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. on cable channel 10. Also listen to the Blue Line Report every Tuesday through Friday at 3:25 and 6:25 on WDVQ Radio. To the right of Snedden, on the near side, Cody's taking the draw. Cody normally plays right wing, but he's good at getting the puck on the draw. Behind the Madison net. To the right point, a shot in. It's blocked out in front of Beckman. Madison with the puck on the near boards, trying to clear the zone. And they do. Into the Dubuque zone, still on the near boards with number 20, Kirk Smith. And the puck falls underneath the falling Rich Bryant.
That'll be a hand pass.
And he did move it ahead. Whistle, as you were right.
I thought Bryant was going to pull that puck up underneath him, but if he would have done that, that would have been a penalty.
For delay of game.
For delay of game, and that's why he got up and hustled to the puck as fast as he could, because the other Dubuque player who touched the puck, that's a hand pass, because you cannot direct the puck forward with your hand.
Only with a stick.
Now, if it would have touched his stick, and then the other player would have grabbed it, it would have been fine, but not that time.
17:07 left, second period. Dubuque 4, Madison 1. Dubuque in 4th place in the United States Hockey League. Madison in 8th, but not too many games separating. If Madison could win this game, it would help them considerably. Madison has yet to defeat the Fighting Saints this year, even losing to them in 2 exhibition games.
Good call by lineman Al Stoll. That came over the line. It was close, though. Madison is really playing a much better period here. I think they really got chewed out between periods.
It was like they were just lost in that first period. Didn't know exactly where they belonged.
Now they're here. It usually takes a while to get used to somebody else's rink and get into the game. But not a whole period, Chuck.
Madison will pick up the puck. Center ice. Into the Dubuque zone, but it's cleared back out of the zone. On the right wing, it's Brian Kraft carrying it into the Madison zone. He loses the puck. Madison picks it up. Now they want to headman the puck. They do to number 21, Joe Butcher.
It's 2-on-1.
And we've got what could have been a trip, but it didn't materialize. Dubuque with the puck in their own zone. Near boards, moving it out. Shot from the point. Drive, kicked wide. Behind the net is Cernich. Trying to clear. They do clear the zone to center ice. Matheson carries it into the Madison zone. Tries to move it around the defenseman. Gets the puck back. Wants to drop it back. Nobody there. Hustling after it was Gary Dixon. And the puck goes around to the far side of the board. Scored Cernich with a weak shot from the far point. He wasn't quite on balance when he tried to take that shot. Players changing on the fly. And
that went over the plexiglass, hit the bleachers, and dropped in behind there.
Okay.
So they'll take the puck back where it was shot in.
Don't forget now, Thompson TV went to own and get it today at Thompson's. Chuck Bailey with Jeff Reagan live from the Five Flags on cable channel 10. Dubuque Fighting Saints.
Phil Doyle's out there to mix it up for the Saints again.
He's a hustling little guy.
He sure is. I noticed when they shot that puck in, he was going to get there if it would have stayed in.
Beckman with the save. Dubuque keeps it in. There's Doyle with the puck. He's sitting down, but he still tries to move it around. Yeah, it's going to be tied up against the board. Look at Doyle Dig trying to get that puck free. I don't think he wanted it froze, did he?
He's not a real big player. He's actually quite short for the game, but it just proves that anybody with any size can play hockey. As long as you're a good skater and you're tough, you can always go. So all you young players out there who think you might be too small, you give her a try, because I'm sure you can do it.
Skating is the key to hockey. There's a shot kicked wide by Beckman. Nason on the left point will keep it in. Drives down into the corner.
That'll be a
all
trip.
around the far side. We've got a penalty.
That's a trip on Dave East.
I think he's calling an interference there, Mark, or Jeff. He did call an interference.
Interference? Okay. I just saw the Dubuque player get dumped, and I thought it might have been a trip. Well, however, it's still a Dubuque
interference
power
on Dave
play.
East.
This is a key for Madison to stay in this game and kill this off, because if Dubuque gets a goal here, they might as well turn off the lights.
4:33 of the period is what the penalty is coming at. 15:27 left. Dubuque on the power play. Was one of their goals a power play goal before? I can't remember, Jeff.
I'm sure the first goal was a power
play goal.
Yeah, the one that Cernich scored with the screen in front.
So looking for their second power play goal now.
Goes to Madison.
Madison carrying it down into the zone. It comes off the skate of Cortez. He keeps it wide. Dubuque picks it up. They'll clear. Jimmy Camerata on the near side. Pass across to Kurt Cavett. Puck will float into the Madison zone and come right back out again. Back to the Dubuque blue line toward Cernich. He'll take it center ice and dump it in. Down in the corner behind the net is Beckman. He'll leave it for his player, who will try to clear. Cernich keeps it in on the right point, looking around, trying to set it up now for the power play.
I like Dubuque's power play.
Gives it to Camerata. There's a drive. Kicked wide by Beckman. And the puck will come out of the zone. They certainly do. They keep people moving.
They like to shoot that baby, too.
But it looks to me like Dubuque uses more of the old Madison-type power play. Move the puck around a lot, where the Madison Capitals don't use the Wisconsin power play. They like to shoot right away.
From the point.
I believe Bob Johnson is of the school who used to coach at Wisconsin to move the puck around a lot on their power play.
That was a beautiful power play that Bob Johnson used to use in Madison.
And if you were not with us earlier, we did mention that both coaches tonight, both Mark Ostapina and Bobby Suter, played for Bob Johnson at Wisconsin. Of course, Bobby Suter was one of the premier defensemen ever at the University of Wisconsin and on the Olympic 1980 Olympic gold medal team, too. Looks like they're both good young coaches and could go a long ways in this business, Chuck.
Yes, they do, Chuck. I'm impressed with both of their abilities.
Into the Dubuque zone. Cortez will stop it.
Dubuque really needed a good coach after Barzee left.
That's for sure. That's a tough act to follow.
That sure is.
Mark Ostapina is going to do it, though, I do believe. Jimmy Camerata will pick up the puck and pass it to Cernich. Behind the Dubuque net, looking to set it up.
Ooh, he almost put a dangerous pass across the middle of the ice.
25 seconds left in the Madison penalty. Dubuque having a little trouble clearing the zone. Now they do. Cody, a left wing pass for Higgins. Gets away from him. Beckman will steer it behind the net. And Madison will try and clear, but it's kept in by Camerata with a drive and a save. And a lucky one at that. Paul Mather will clear the puck.
There's going to be another penalty on, I believe,
That's one's on Dubuque. Just as the teams come to full strength, Dubuque gets a penalty. And it's going to be on Bill Cody.
Must have been something after the play. Yeah, high
sticking.
That's twice now that Madison's tried to clear from their own end, and they've just fed Dubuque points.
So Dubuque was not able to convert on the power play. They did have several decent opportunities, but were not able to convert. Towards the end of the power play, they had trouble getting the puck out of their own zone. Now we go the other way around with Madison on the power play and the puck being faced off in the Dubuque zone to the right of Timmy Cortez.
This is a big momentum changer right here, Chuck. All of a sudden it was Dubuque could be ahead 5-1 with the power play goal. Now we can have Madison has a great opportunity to get right back into this game. If they get a goal here,
we have Eric Matheson, Darren Semenak. That's
great.
Brian Pratt took the face-off. Dubuque brings it down into the Madison zone. Some real hustle there by Eric Matheson, number 9. Madison does pick up the puck now. They will look to clear their zone, and they do. Center ice, a right wing pass. Looking around is Kurt Gantz. Down into the corner. Now they want to set it up. Gantz just skating around on the near boards to the right point. Over to the center point. Back to the right. There was a give and go. And the first time the point man did not shoot the puck, but rather passed it back. But it didn't work that time. He might have been better off to shoot.
Madison looks much more confident this period. They're taking their time. They're making sure of their passes, and they don't look flat anymore.
Behind the net, Madison with left wing pass. Clears the zone. Center ice. Looking to move into the Dubuque zone, and they do. They're on the offense now, on the attack. There's the 21.
That was dangerous.
Joe Butcher trying to sneak it in. He had a chance, but he couldn't pull the trigger.
That'll be a two-line
center ice. We've got a whistle. Offside pass. 12:17 left in the period. Dubuque leading 4-1. Jeff?
That was a bad play by Beckman to fire it up there like that to that wing coming back. Well, it was on both Beckman's fault and Hebel, because Hebel didn't come back strong enough to get that puck, and that forced a two-line pass, and now they have a face-off in their own end instead of just waiting for someone to come back and carry the puck out for them.
Okay, Kurt Cabot takes the draw. Madison with the puck, still in their own zone, looking to move it out, and they do. At center ice, right wing pass to Kurt Gantz into the Madison zone. Gantz a forward, playing it.
They're going to be shooting now.
He's going to drive, and it's blocked out front by Dubuque. And the puck is cleared. 28 seconds left in the penalty to Bill Cody.
Most dangerous part of a penalty is the last few seconds. It's not so much the power play that'll get you. It's right after the power play. The other team a lot of times will get one because the
team thinks they've got it killed off, and they slack off.
They let up a little bit, and that's where they can.
Well, let's see what happens now. There's 4 seconds left. One last shot.
That hit the pipe.
And it was close. Cody is out of the penalty box. He comes right back onto the ice. Flurry out in front, and it's cleared by Dubuque.
Well, there's a pile
of a good chance.
Cortez is getting into it with both two Madison players in there. There's a goal. It's that Dubuque line that's been so hot. It's Cabot. I think Cabot got the goal. In fact, yeah, Cabot scored that goal.
Replay coming up.
But
take a look.
It was Steele.
Well, it's already happened.
Is it Cabot or Steele?
Kurt Cabot scored the goal.
Cabot. I'm sure it was Cabot from Steele. That was just a good hustle play by Dubuque. Get down there. That's a big goal.
So just as the penalty expired, Dubuque scores on even strength. They were able to kill off the Madison penalty.
And I was trying to tell you that it should have went the other way.
That's right. But Dubuque was not to be denied. Gerald Higgins took the face-off. It's in the Dubuque zone. Semenak on the left side. Pass ahead. Cody picks the puck up, dumps it into the zone, and he's going to chase it down now. And he almost came up with it. Madison with the puck on the left wing. Slides into the Dubuque zone. Centering pass comes clear across the ice. No one there. Dubuque will clear. And the puck will slide down into the Madison zone on the near boards. Picked up by number 5, Rob Andringa. Around behind the Dubuque net. There's a drive and a save by Beckman. The rebound came out. We got two players really having troubles getting separated over there.
Andringa, he loves to get in those fights. I think he didn't want football at the end quite yet. Who's scrapping in there with Andringa? Number 2?
Number 2, that's Rich Bryant.
Oh, we'll see if anything develops out of that.
Exactly 10.5 minutes left in the second period. Dubuque enjoying a 5-1 lead.
I think that goal took a lot of wind out of the Madison sails.
I would think it would, because they played so hard the first 7 minutes of this period until they got that last penalty. Since they took that interference penalty, they've kind of slowed down.
And then Dubuque scoring really hurt them. Now Beckman's got to give a show again.
If they didn't
That's about 3 or 4 in a row.
If they didn't have Beckman out there, it'd be 10-1.
Beckman's played a real strong game.
10:23. Both teams are at full strength.
Madison's out shooting Dubuque 8-6 in this period, which is a good indication of.
Doyle with the face-off. The puck comes around to the near boards. Cleared out of the Madison zone. There's a shot. Wide. Madison again broken up in front by Kortsernis, but the puck comes loose. Number 24 almost had another shot. Roger Lean. But couldn't quite get enough stick on it. Greg Aaron will drive wide right of the net. And the puck is cleared out of the Madison zone. Sliding into the Dubuque zone on the near boards. Camarada tries to pick it up but loses it. It goes down behind the Dubuque net. Over to the far boards. There's a hit. There's a shot by Madison.
Nice save.
That one went up off the screen behind the glass as Timmy Cortez kicked it right on up in the air.
That was a nice play by Cortez.
It was. That was a nice, low, hard shot. A good one to score on, but he was down there with it.
Like I said in the first period, he just kicked him up and over. That's those goalies, they try to do that. That'll put the pressure off them, and they're controlling their rebounds. You try to get a good goaltender who can do that. He really is an asset to your team.
Yeah, you don't want to rebound back out in front because those kind usually get scored.
Yeah. I
Eric
have a
Lidd.
feeling that this game's going to be a lot more harder hitting this last half of the game, because with the team down 5-1, Madison looking at a real hard struggle coming back. They'll just try to hammer Dubuque, and hopefully Dubuque will think about it the next time they play.
Well, Jeff, the referee pretty much has been letting the teams play. You would think if they really wanted to get into something, they would have tried it by now.
Yeah.
Because you would think they would know that he's not going to call a whole lot.
That's
Evidently,
true.
he's not.